Same, but different. But still same.
Last Epoch is a combat-heavy isometric action RPG with a deep and enjoyable crafting system, fast and difficult combat, and more character customization options than there are ways to annoy Diablo players.
You guys not have phones?
Yeah.
I am Dorian the Explorian, and together we will hit the loot pinatas to find the answer to the question if Last Epoch is for you. We start off by clicking on the like button and taking a look at the story, which in hack and slash action RPGs is as important as the color of a tampon. Nonetheless, in Last Epoch you're tasked to stop an evil overlord by traveling through various timelines and variations of the world.
Why don't we just find baby downs, you know, and...
First of all, that's horrible.
Last Epoch, however, provides something interesting though, with its side quests, which can give you additional skill points and idle slots, more on those in a minute. With a maximum amount of rewards you can obtain through these quests, you can pick only those necessary for you while rushing through the main story missions. This main story questline takes about 14 hours, which you have to do with every character you want to play, which can become quite annoying, the reason for that later. However, you can experience the endgame far sooner before you finish the main story. Again, more in a minute. Next up is the combat system, which simply works with the usual click to move, while having up to 5 active skills you can use. These skills can be utilized with your 2 basic resources, health and mana. However, only your health flask can be spontaneously replenished with health potions. Dodging the highlighted attacks of your enemies has to be done by using a movement skill, like the teleport of the sorcerer or the jump skill of the primalist, since you have no default dodge roll. Although you could also keep your position in mind and avoid incoming damage by simply walking, which is actually quite easy to— damn it! The skills you can use are specific to one of the 5 classes you can choose, which can be heavily customized through the passive tree and skill specific ability trees. Each class has 3 subclasses called masteries, with unique abilities like the primalist, who can summon multiple pets as a beastmaster or transform into various creatures as a druid. These masteries are at the moment fixed and cannot be changed once you've chosen your mastery, so a beastmaster cannot become a druid unless you create another character, which, as mentioned, can become frustrating since you have to play through the story every single time. It is a bit baffling to me, especially since every other skill and passive talent can be swapped without much limitations. So these customization choices can be frequently changed, which you will often do, since testing various builds, spells and combinations is one of the most enjoyable things in Last Epoch. Each skill can be specialized and customized through a skill tree. Once you specialize a skill, it will gain experience through combat encounters and can level up, providing you points you can allocate for a chance to bleed targets, buff your pets, return health points to you or stun enemies, to name a few possible effects. Finding a great synergy with various skills and specific nodes amounts to countless theory crafting possibilities, which are further influenced by your character's equipment and the already mentioned idol. With your enemies being loot pinatas, you will be flushed with new items which come in various rarities, with stat boosts as well as unique passive bonuses, which are build defining. The mentioned idols are just as important and offer you countless buffs and boons. However, the unlockable slots require you to set your idols in specific ways, limiting the amount of idols while providing you with a puzzle-like management system. The idols themselves cannot be transformed or changed in their effects, unlike the other equipment, which can be heavily adjusted through the crafting system. This crafting system is not only a necessity for a successful endgame experience, but is also highly enjoyable. Each item has affixes which can be changed through a somewhat randomized process, with the chance to change them completely, upgrade their tier, gaining more power, or combine whole items for legendary results. These powerful items can be found in the endgame, which offers hours of content before you even reach the true endgame. More on this true endgame later. Once you've reached a certain point during the main story mission, you will find yourself at the end of time on floating islands which can be explored before finishing said main story. These islands are called monoliths, which are broken timelines you can fix by exploring small levels and clearing objectives, while you can specifically hunt for item rewards shown for each mission. This targeted hunt for items can be further done by taking on unique bosses in one of the 3 dungeons. These dungeons can be unlocked through keys, which can drop in the monoliths and offer you intense boss fights with tough boss mechanics, which can one-shot the unprepared. However, nobody would be that stupid to come unprepared. Damn it! Next to the dungeons, there's also an arena where you have to survive a preset amount of waves with a boss monster called Champion at the end. With a roguelike progression system, you can ramp up the difficulty of the arena as well as the rarity of the rewards. the arena further provides you with another mode with infinite waves, which pits you against the most successful players and their survived wave counters. This form of online gameplay can be further experienced in the multiplayer, giving you the chance to play with your friends, which probably are all playing Diablo 4, so good luck convincing them to enjoy a more affordable and even better game. These endgame modes already provide you with countless hours of content. However, there is one more mode wading deep into your game's journey called Empowered Monoliths. This mode sees every monolith ramping up its difficulty while giving you the option to further increase it through a stackable buff called Corruption. Specific powerful items are only unlockable with a high enough corruption, so you are not only farming for a higher difficulty, but a huge power up as well. With all the mentioned features and the game's content, it can be simply summarized in the following way. Last Epoch excels with its insane character customization, the amount of unlockable equipment, its well thought out crafting system, decent graphics and highly addictive endgame content. A slight dampen can be felt in the necessity to replay the campaign with every character, as well as the missing choice to respec your mastery. However, this sour taste is being washed away by the positives. Last Epoch is currently still in early access and available on PC for $33.99. Is Last Epoch for you? Let me know in the comments, leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, and as always, have a great day or evening.